The best ways to build muscle. While many types of exercise are beneficial to health, the only way to consistently drive muscle growth is to work your muscles against moderate to heavy resistance. Muscle growth is also specific to the muscles that are used. One, determine your desired number of repetitions. The repetition continuum is a useful concept to consider when developing muscle-building training programs. To stimulate muscle growth, perform weight training exercises with weights that only allow you to perform 1 to 20 repetitions. Weights that can only be lifted for a few repetitions tend to build more strength. Weights that can only be lifted for 6 to 12 repetitions tend to build more muscle. And weights that can only be lifted for 12 to 20 repetitions tend to increase muscular endurance. Understand that these ranges will have some overlap, which means that 3 repetition sets with the appropriate weight will cause some muscle growth, 8 repetition sets will build some strength, and 20 repetition sets will also build muscle. Furthermore, recent research suggests that different people may respond better to lower or higher repetition ranges when it comes to muscle building. Simply put, depending on who you are, your muscles may grow faster with lower reps using heavier weights or faster with higher reps using lighter weights. To determine the appropriate amount of weight. The weight must be heavy enough in all cases that performing more than 12 reps is impossible. The weight you use should put you at or near failure after the specified number of repetitions. For example, if you're doing a set of 10 repetitions, you should be unable or nearly unable to perform another repetition by the 10th repetition. If your goal is to build muscle, you should rarely have more than 2 reps in the tank at the end of a set. The overall implication of the repetition range continuum is that you should experiment with different repetition ranges during different phases of training to see what gives your body the most muscle growth. Three, pick your exercises wisely. Muscle building, as previously stated, is specific to the muscle being worked. To build bigger biceps, for example, you must perform bicep-specific exercises. This could be an isolated bicep exercise like a bicep curl or a compound bicep movement like a pull-up. In terms of the best exercise for muscle building, compound and isolation movements can both cause muscle hypertrophy. Nonetheless, for the best long-term fitness results, you should train with both compound and isolation movements. Compound movements, such as the barbell back squat, stimulate multiple large muscle groups in a single exercise and provide more functional movement for everyday activities. This results in more efficient workouts as well as more practical muscle strength. Isolation movements are an excellent way to target specific muscles, and they may be safer and easier to learn for beginners than compound movements at first. Furthermore, because you're not stabilizing your entire body, isolation movements are typically easier to perform when you're tired. This may allow you to do a few extra targeted sets at the end of a workout when you're too tired to do another compound exercise. 4. Plan your workout to avoid overtraining. A good rule of thumb is to perform 3 sets of 3 to 5 compound movements per workout, followed by 3 sets of 1 to 2 isolation movements. In general, you do your heaviest sets with compound movements and your isolation movements with higher repetition ranges. Assuming 3 working sets per exercise, keep your total combined compound and isolation movement exercises to 5 to 7 per workout.